Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. I wanted to put together some Bible verses that refer to the third day and the importance of this day in Scripture that is repeated over and over in many different settings and in many different ways. And I believe that we have arrived at this famous third day that is prophesied in the Bible. I believe that we will see the fulfillment of this today. If I am wrong, forgive me, but I do want to share with you the importance of these Bible texts. And I'll give a little bit of commentary after each text or as we go. And so we have Genesis 1:9 through 13. Then God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place. Let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind, whose seed is in itself on the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, the herb that yields seed according to its kind, and the tree that yields fruit, whose seed is in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. So the evening and the morning were the third day. So here we have the third day from creation being Tuesday. The seventh day was the Sabbath. So this was Tuesday, and this is the only day where it was repeated that God saw that it was good. It was repeated twice. So this third day is a special day in the order of the way God laid everything out, because he repeated this phrase, God saw that it was good, twice, only on this third day of creation. Then we go into Exodus 19:11, and it says, "Let them be ready for the third day, for on the third day the Lord will come down upon Mount Sinai in the sight of all the people." Then it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunderings and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain. And the sound of the trumpet was very loud, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled. So we see on the third day, this was the timing of Pentecost when the law was given. Moses came down from the mountain, but the trumpet that was sounded by God himself and from the mountain. Okay, there was a mountain involved. It was the third day, and there was the trumpet blast, and this was the great day that God told everybody to pray for, to prepare for, right? To prepare for the third day. Then we see in the book of Esther, in chapter 5, it said, "Now it happened on the third day that Esther put on her royal robes and stood in the inner court of the king's palace across from the king's house, while the king sat on his royal throne in the royal house facing the entrance of the house." Okay, then it goes on in verse 2, and it talks about Esther coming into the king's court, and she was received, and he extended the golden scepter, and she was allowed to bring her petition. Okay, I shared earlier about this third day and the wedding. This was not the day of the wedding, but it was the day that marked the escape for the Jews. The Jews were rescued and saved on this third day. This third day that Esther went into the presence of the king marked the salvation for the Jews, because it was here that she was received, and he heard her petition, and he then signed an edict to save the Jews and to cancel to cancel what was against the Jews by Haman. So this did mark the rescue for the Jews on the third day. Hosea 6:2 says, "After 2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up, that we may live in his sight." What a beautiful passage, and this is a famous scripture. We don't know when or how, right? We had never known when or how this would somehow apply to us, but it says, after 2 days he will revive us. On the third day he will raise us up. So it talks about us being raised up on the third day. Amazing scripture. Then in Luke 24:46, then he said to them, "Thus it is written, and thus it was necessary for the Christ to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day." And so here I wanted to bring to everybody's attention the fact that this is a prophecy about the Christ, finding it necessary for the Christ to suffer and to rise from the dead the third day. And so we have this situation where the Antichrist will have to fulfill somehow, some way, this prophecy of the third day. This is a prophecy that applies to the Christ. And as we have seen, everything that the true Christ fulfilled, right? We see the Antichrist copying and fulfilling in his own way, in an evil way, the same prophecies. For example, the triumphal entry of Obama when he went to Israel on a donkey, the mascot of the Democratic Party, on the date of the triumphal entry on Nisan 10, March 22nd, 2013. And there are many, many ways that these things have happened. And so what we have now is we have Barack Obama. Let's go to this last text here. It says, "On the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there." Okay, on the third day there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Okay, so what we have then, we have this prophecy of the 70 weeks of Daniel that leads us to June 4th, 2017. From the first Pentecost in 1948, we are led to Pentecost, June 4th, 2017. 70 weeks are determined. Then there is a covenant with many for 1 week. And there's a midweek marker. And then we have our June 7th confirmation from the liberation of Jerusalem from 1967, 50 years to the day, to 2017, June 7th. So we have our 2 dates marked by Pentecost, and then we have our midweek marker 3 days later, June 7th. Okay? And so what we have here is we have this third day from the day that is marked by Daniel, the 70 weeks of Daniel, the 70th Pentecost since the rebirth of Israel, and then from there we add 3 days, and we have then an event that is taking place that is coinciding with all these final signs that we are seeing, that Barack Obama is going to the royal mountain. Remember, in Exodus, Pentecost happened on a mountain. And it was the third day. And there was a great trumpet blast. And there was smoke, and there was fire, and there was lightning. And here it says, on the third day there was a wedding, okay, in Cana of Galilee. Barack Obama himself talked about a red wedding. Just like a red wedding. There will come a time where he will fulfill the Red Wedding. And now he is in Montreal, Canada. On the third day, he's on a mountain. And Cana of Galilee, he's in Canada. Cana-da. Cana-da of Galilee. Okay, so we are seeing here the fulfillment of this third day. This is the sign that Daniel clearly told us to look for. The sign of the abomination of desolation. The timeline of Daniel, the 70 weeks of Daniel from the order to restore Jerusalem. Jesus said, when you see the rebirth of Israel, surely that generation will not pass until all these things are accomplished. And so we have been led now to Pentecost on Sunday, June 4th, and the third day, June 6th, June 7th. And I did not share this in my last video when I talked about the Red Wedding on the third day in Cana-da, because I had not confirmed the time. I was pretty sure, but I didn't mention it because I had not confirmed the time. But the time of Barack Obama's speech at 5 p.m. in Canada is midnight Jerusalem. So we have another connection then to midnight Jerusalem. We have our connection based on the hour of the speech that Barack Obama is going to be giving later today. So I am going to get this video out. This will probably be my last video. I really believe that we are minutes, hours away. Right now it is, what time is it right now? Here in where I am, it's 2:27 p.m. I am looking definitely at midnight. Okay, I am definitely looking at midnight. Jerusalem is the time that I will be watching. I think that there are many, many signs that show us that may be the exact time of day. Other people have sent me the information that June 6th, 2017 is the 6,000 year marker to the day from creation. I don't know how they can know that, but many people have said that that is the calculation date. June 6th is the exact marker from creation for 6,000 years. So at any rate, we are looking at this final day. I believe we are minutes or hours away from going home, and I'm going to share this because this is part of the revelation that the Lord has given to me, and this understanding, and it's part of what needs to be documented as proof that the Lord did indeed reveal to me, to us, right? Because I am just a vessel. The Lord has used me to awaken his people. It's not about me. It's about the people of God. It's about the purpose of God. It's about a trumpet for his people that he has called me to be. The signs of his coming revealed. And when it is all said and done, we will know if the Lord did reveal step by step how we can know when indeed he will be coming. So this is what I am sharing. I don't think I will be doing another video after this, unless of course today was not the day and we need to continue to search out the mysteries. Then I will continue to search in the coming days. But for right now, my plan is to be on my way home, and as my brother John Boucher and I were talking, to go reverse skydiving. I've always wanted to skydive. I don't really have the guts for it. I never really had the chance or the money to do that, but that's something I would have always have loved to do. But now we're going to get our chance to go reverse skydiving, and instead of coming out of a plane and coming down to earth, we're going to fly from earth up to heaven, through the clouds, to the glory, to the throne room of God, and we're getting ready for our wedding. And what more can we say and hope for than that this is, and hopefully is, the day. I mean, we want this to be the day. I want this to be the day. And I share this with all my heart, and I pray you are blessed, and I will meet everybody very, very soon here at the wedding of the Lamb. God bless you.